Hey guys, welcome to my channel and thanks so much for clicking on this video. This, as the title suggests, is my February purchases, the best and the worst of. So I thought I might start with a bit of fashion first because I've picked up some little treats. Not a huge amount, but yeah, what I have got I'm really liking. So first I trotted off to New Look because they've still got a few sales, and their shoe sale is really good. I went in and found a little pair of snakeskin ankle boots, which I've got the black croc effect style, exactly the same, and they were £25 and I paid full price for the black croc effect, and they had some snake print ones in there and they were like £12, and I was like, oh, do I really need another pair? I'm not sure, you know, how many more seasons can the snake print continue? But I sort of thought £12. But anyway, I talked myself out of them. And then over the next 2 weeks, I kind of thought, why? They're £12. And I think they'll be a staple for the rest of this winter, through the summer, because we don't know what kind of summer we'll have, you know, into next winter. So I thought, for that money, it's justifiable, I thought. Anyway, so I trotted back into New Look and saw them again, but they were £10 this time. So here they are, the beauties that they are. So they're that sort of more of a beigey, taupey shade of snakeskin. There's sort of not so much grey tone in there, which it can vary up with the different sort of styles of this faux snake print. But there they are in all their glory. They're the sort of the Western style. I like the heel, it's really comfortable. This heel it's not wood, it's sort of more of a rubber heel. So it's a little bit more comforting when walking on the foot. So I really like those. And for £10, I thought I'm not even gonna talk myself out of it this time. I also picked up, excuse me for ducking down, but they're on the floor, a pair of kind of like, just sort of, they would be sort of like the hiking biker boot if they didn't have the cutaways, but they have, and that's kind of drawn me to them. Can you see they've got cutaways all the way down the side of the ankle, little buckle, laces all the way up. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these were an absolute bitch to try and get on and try on because the laces were tight, really tight up. So I had to sort of pull them all out. Took me about 3 attempts to get them on my foot, but I finally did, and I really liked the look of them. I buckled this one up so you can see what it looks like. And yeah, I really like them. I have bought some really dinky like trainer socks that sit really low so I can still wear something just to protect from any rubbing, but you're not gonna see through that lower cutout there. So I really think they're cool, and I have worn these once or twice already. So I really like those, really been enjoying them. And I think they're gonna look really cool. I wore these with jeans when I first bought them. But I'm looking forward to wearing them when the weather gets a bit warmer and we start wearing sort of floaty dresses and skirts and things, and toughening that sort of look up with this boot would be pretty cool, I thought. So that's the footwear. I also picked up a hat, a new Baker Boy hat from Primark. This one was in the sale for like £2. It was £4, I think, originally. So that's really nice. It's got obviously the grey check that you can see there and a tiny little fine line of red. I thought I would wear this quite a lot, but I do have a black Baker Boy that I reach for more, because obviously if I've got any kind of print or any kind of other colour introduced to my outfit, this is introducing another print and potentially another shade from what I'm wearing. So I don't reach for it quite as much as my black one. That's sort of simple, I can just grab it and go. But I thought it's slightly lighter weight fabric, so going into spring I thought that would be really nice. And I'm going to wear it today because I have grey and black on and quite neutral. And then the Baker Boy hat. So really like that from Primark. And a purchase that I made a good 3 weeks ago, and I've been hanging on to it because I don't want to wear it until I actually go away next weekend. And I just stumbled across it, and it's a fine knit, long sleeved, you can see there's a tiny sort of rib effect running through it. and I'm going to put my hand up through. You can't exactly see through it. I don't know if the camera's picking up. It's quite fine, but not that you can see the actual hand colour through it. But it's long sleeved. I picked this one up in Next. I got mine in a size 10 and it's perfect. It fits where I want it to fit without it being skin tight. There's a little bit of room, but it's still fitted. So really, really like it. And it was only £14. And I've been hanging on because we're going away next weekend, and I kind of wanted to do a bit of layering and wear something a little bit lighter that's not like a thick woolly jumper like we're wearing here. So I'm looking forward to enjoying that one. But yeah, that was full price at £14 in Next. What shall we go to next? I'm going to talk to you about a couple of items that I purchased with a Christmas voucher that I got from my boss. It was from, what's it called? John Lewis, that's what it was. I'd been in many times through January to try and find something to purchase with vouchers, and I couldn't find anything. Really could not find anything. I kind of kept going to the makeup, but then I just sort of thought, I don't want to spend all this money on makeup. I'm not into spending £30–40 on one product because I know I'm quite fickle with makeup. I will change my mind. I might love it at the time, and then I know 3 or 4 weeks later I'll still be hunting for something else and using something else. So I don't like to waste a lot of money on makeup. Skincare is slightly different, but makeup, no. So anyway, I had these vouchers and I couldn't decide what to buy, and then I thought, do you know what? I want a silk pillowcase. So why don't I just use the vouchers for that? Because it was £40 in John Lewis. So basically that's what I did. I treated myself, and here it is. I just got a white one. Obviously it's creased. I've washed it a couple of times, and I don't iron my bedding. Sorry, but I don't. So it's creased, but that's it basically, and it is beautiful. Like I say, it's silk. They came in quite a few different shades, but I just wanted white, because that would kind of sort of mix with quite a lot of my bedding for every sort of change of bedding. So really, really pleased with that. And the reason, in case you don't know about silk pillowcases, they're good for your hair and they're good for your skin. As one gets older, we lose that bouncy elasticity that collagen gives you. So sometimes when we're fast asleep, we can wake up with a few little creases on one's face from being shoved into the duvet on the pillowcase, and when you've got cotton bedwear. So hence why the silk doesn't do that. So I've had this now easily 3 or 4 weeks, because obviously it's, you know, February purchase, and it's beautiful. I haven't woken up with any lines on my face whatsoever, and I have done previous to that many times, and the older we get, the longer they take to disappear. You know, it can be halfway through the morning before it's actually gone. So, but I haven't been getting that, and it's really supposed to be quite good for your hair as well. So it's sort of less breakage when you're sort of moving around on the pillow and shuffling into the sort of cotton bedwear. This is nicer for the hair, so it sort of keeps it a little bit less frizzy and all the rest of it at the back of the head. And I think it's kind of worked for that. I haven't overly noticed it as much as I have for the benefits for my face, but I'm enjoying it nevertheless. And with the rest of the voucher, I picked up from Ren, the skincare range, their Radiance Glow Daily Vitamin C Gel Cream. And this is quite a hefty pot actually, that's 50ml, and it was about £36, something like that. Yeah, I think it pretty much was that. So that's quite a high range for me, but I really liked the texture of it. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. So it's just like a little lotion, really lightweight. A lovely scent to it, not too overpowering in that sort of vitamin C sense. Just really nice, and it glides onto my skin beautifully, and I have been using it basically ever since I purchased it for my morning serum. So it goes on after I've toned my face and before I moisturise. And it's really nice. So I'm really pleased with those 2 purchases, because it's something I wouldn't have done, just gone out and bought them, but I had the voucher, so I was impressed with those. Okay, so let's continue on with a bit of skincare whilst we're in this area. And I wanted to try the new Garnier Skin Active Micellar Milky Cleansing Water. I was intrigued by it, and you can see I've used it a few times. I was a bit reluctant to start with to pick it up because it's actually targeted for dry and sensitive skin, and I don't have dry skin, so I sort of thought, do I really need to even try this? Is it going to be a product that I'm going to love? But I thought, then it says sensitive skin, and my skin can be a little bit sensitive the older I get, and with me trying sort of different products here and there, so it is a little bit sensitive. So I thought, let's just go for it. We want to try it, so let's just try it. I was surprised by the consistency of it. I don't want to pour it out for you because I haven't got a cotton pad, but basically you blob a couple of blobs onto a cotton pad, and it sort of sits on the cotton pad. It doesn't get absorbed, so you just have to be a little bit careful when trying to get it onto your face. So you take off all your makeup, and it does remove all of your face makeup very well. I always go in with another cleanse anyway, so that doesn't overly worry me that it doesn't take it off completely. That's not a problem. What I am finding, it doesn't remove my eye makeup enough. I like to totally remove all my mascara and any eyeliner, all of my eye makeup basically, before I go in with my double cleanse. And it doesn't do that enough for me. I can still see some mascara left. So I always go in with a different targeted eye makeup remover, and then I just go in and use this for my face makeup. So it's okay. Is it brilliant? I probably, by the time I get to the bottom of this, won't want to buy another one. But, you know, it's okay for what it does. Let's just say that. Let's move on to a little bit of hair care. And I purchased this lotion, which is a leave-in conditioner, that's what it is, because I couldn't find my regular one that I always seem to go back to in Superdrug, which is their honey, Manuka honey. So it's just a spray-on leave-in moisturizer for once you've just washed your hair. I couldn't find it for love nor money, so I had to pick up another one, and this one's from Lee Stafford, and I like Lee Stafford products, so it's not a problem. And it's their argan oil from Morocco ultra hydration serum. So you literally pump a bit more than that out, 2 or 3 pumps. Smells pleasant enough. Yeah, smells just nice, doesn't linger in your hair, and I literally then just sort of rub it through the mid to end length of my hair and sort of leave it there to dry naturally, just to add a little sort of extra layer of hydration really. And it's nice. Is it groundbreaking? No, but it's nice. And this little beauty of a shampoo, this one's relatively new release as well. I paid full price for this, well, the introductory price of $5.99. I don't think it's going to be more than that. But at the moment, like 3 weeks later, it's £2.75 in most places. Anyway, I really, really like this. This is their purple shampoo, and it's their anti-brassiness. So almost every wash, actually, I've been using it, but at least 2 or 3 times a week. That's with me washing my hair every other day, if you see what I mean. But what I tend to do is not just wash my whole head with solely this, if you see what I mean. I have my regular shampoo and I mix a blob of this in with it, and then I shampoo. And it definitely tones it down a little bit, almost makes my blonde hair a little bit darker, like a dirty blonde, if you know what I mean. And what I find with purple shampoos is really nice is when you start getting some rootage coming through, and if you are fair, so you sort of get the grey silver stripe down the middle here, before you then go on to do your next colour, whenever that is scheduled in to be done, this kind of just helps blend the blonde and the grey together a little bit, so it's quite nice for that as well. So yeah, I quite like that range. It's actually working really well for me. Okay, so this video is called Best and Worst of the Month, and I've done quite a few okay-ish to good to best products, so I'm just going to go on to ones that I've been slightly disappointed with. I picked up a couple of products from TK Maxx, and it is always a little bit hit and miss in TK Maxx, I know that. But I saw this little eyeshadow quad, if you can see the colours there. It's from a company called Maxx Studio, never heard of them whatsoever. But it's a lovely quad, no mirror, you can see that. Packaging a little bit flimsy, but it was only about $3.99. But we've got 2 matte shades and 2 shimmer shades down the bottom. So there's quite a red tone, sort of coppery brown, and another brownish, less coppery and less red. There's a matte grey, light grey, and a matte sort of sagey green, olivey green, and I really like this shade, and I kind of thought, I quite like those combinations actually. I don't know, it's a little bit lackluster. These are okay if I want to go for a coppery browny look, which I have sort of, I do quite a few browns. I don't always reach for copper because sometimes it's quite red on my eye. And although that's really nice for making blue eyes stand out, sometimes if you've got tired eyes, adding too much red into the shadow can just make me look even more tired. But I kind of thought I could work with these two. I don't like the way this, I don't know. It's nice, but it doesn't blend brilliantly. I haven't reached for it often. I wasn't that impressed. And this is okay. You know, so if I'm just sort of using these, I've got these shades in other palettes, so it was a little bit of a waste of money, really. But I kind of will reach for it occasionally. The other product I picked up, and it's not so much that the product I don't like, it's just that I'm just not sure if it's me, if you know what I mean. It's from ByTerry, which is a fantastic range. So I thought, wow, ByTerry, I've got to try that out. And it says Stylo Blackstar. And I got it, there was only 2 shades there, and one was a disgusting colour of aqua bluey green, which I would never wear, obviously. And this was Midnight, something like that. Midnight, has it got another name to it? Midnight Ombre, number 6. And it is really nice. It goes on, if I can do that and show you, just effortlessly. It's really nice on the back of your hand. It doesn't quite sort of translate like that on the eyelids, but it is actually quite a nice shade of blue. So I sort of thought, that's fine, I'll wear that. That's cool. But I'm just not reaching for it. I don't, you know, I like my sort of neutral tones, and I think I've got my comfort zone. I want to use it more. So I'm not saying this is a bad product, because the quality of the packaging, the slick of the product, the staying power of the product is really good. It's just me, I'm not reaching for it, and I want to, but it's more my fault than the product's fault. But it's still there on my side, so I want to incorporate it a little bit more. And then maybe I'll start using a few more ByTerry products. So that's those. Oh, one other product, didn't get this in TK Maxx, I bought this in John Lewis. And I actually purchased this, I didn't use the vouchers, and it's a Burt's Bees lipstick, and it's from the Glossy range, and it's 505 Peony Dew, and it looks like so. You can see it's quite a rich sort of terracotta-y, peachy sort of nudie shade. It's got a lovely little shimmer to it. I'm wearing it on top of a matte lipstick today because I just like to layer up everything. So it looks really nice there, doesn't it? It just doesn't translate on the lips so well. I don't know. I've got a couple of like Duff transferable products here. You put it on, it looks okay. The colour is okay. That's, again, not the product's fault. Maybe I should have got something a little bit more of a pinky tone. It just maybe would sit with my complexion a bit better. But it really doesn't last. It so has got no staying power. I know it's glossy, so, you know, glossier the product, it's not going to. But it's literally 10 minutes. Bam, it's hardly there, and you need to reapply it. So that's kind of not where I want to be with the product too much. So they've got other ranges. Obviously I picked up Glossy thinking that would be good, but maybe I'll go and have a look at some of the other ranges because it feels really nice. And you know, there's good things out there about Burt's Bees, so I wanted to give it a try out. Packaging's pretty cool as well. It looks like a little bee's nest. Well, you know what they're called? Hives. Anyway, and the next product, which isn't really doing it for me, I love this range. I can purchase it in my supermarket here that I tend to do my groceries in, which is Sainsbury's. And this is the boutique range, and this is the highlight and contour stick. So it's a double-ended stick. So I thought, that's cool, liking a bit of that. So there you go. It's got your contour and your highlight. Let's say, I don't know. I think I got the light range. I'm not sure if it comes in a light and then a medium shade. It's got vitamin E, aloe, jojoba to sculpt and define. There is nothing wrong with the bronzing end. It's fine if you want to just add a little bit of contour in here and then sort of blend it up into your cheeks to sort of a bit of a bronzing situation going on. It's okay. I am just finding I tend to reach for more powder bronzer. They're just a little bit easier and quicker for me to manipulate and work with in the mornings when we're rushing out to work. And actually I'll just do a little swatch of the shade for you. There, can you see it? So it's just a nice even contour tone, quite sort of reddish. It's got a bit of the peachy terracotta undertone to it, so it's quite nice, quite warm, shall we say. Whereas the highlight, I didn't like this from first up. Really, it just wasn't cutting the mustard for me. I mean, you're not even going to see that. You might see a bit of something there, but it didn't work. Didn't work well for me when patting it on my cheekbones. No, wasn't great. So because of that, I don't tend to reach for it very much. So I wouldn't repurchase this one. One I'm still sitting on the fence with a little bit is this one from Bourjois, and it's their Radiance Reveal. It's a concealer, corrects and illuminates and hydrates for 24 hours. It's nice. I've got the shade, what have I got? Ivory 01. It's nice if you're already quite well rested. If you've only got a little bit of dark under eye circle and you don't need too much concealer, that is really nice. It's a really nice product. I need a little bit more than that. So I can only tend to reach for it on days where I've had more than 5 to 6 hours sleep, which tends to be maybe the weekend. So yeah, nice product, but not great if you've got quite dark circles, but good if they're looking quite good. So I do reach for it. I did reach for it today because I did sleep last night. So, you know, it's good on days where you're not too tired. Do you see what I mean? And I do just tend to use it for under eye area. I use other concealers for other parts of my face. Hey guys, nearly there. Got 6 more products to talk about, so I'm going to do them in reverse order. Yeah. So from Boutique as well, this range in Sainsbury's, I picked up a little eyeshadow pot, and it's in the shade Rose Gold, and it's got a little stopper on it because it's kind of like little particles of glitter. That's the shade. Doesn't really look rose goldy in there, does it? And there you can see it there. I've wiped off my other swatches, by the way, but I'll try and put some on my hand for you. So it's just really lovely. I've applied it to my eyelid straight from my finger and then blended it across my eyelid, and I tend to do it sort of on top of any eyeshadow, so use it as a bit of an eyeshadow topper. It's really, really pretty. It's not quite so rose gold as maybe it potentially could be. It's got a tendency to have sort of pinky, subtly sort of lilacs in there. Maybe that's why I don't reach for it a lot. I like it. I mean, it looks amazing there. I really, really like it. In that respect, colour-wise, I just don't know that it always matches the look that I'm going for on the day. But on the whole, it's a really, really good product. I love this range from Boutique. They don't do many products that actually don't work out for me, which is why, oh, no, I'm supposed to be doing them in reverse order, so just hang on, because there's another product which I really, really love from that range. But I'm just going to mention a mascara first from Rimmel, and it's a day to night, sorry, read it properly, day to night. So you have 2 ends. We have this end inserted in the whole package. So you can see that. Lovely, lovely big brush with wide bristles. Oops. And then I've just messed it all up on the lid. And then you grab hold of the pink bit and turn and bring out another wand. And this one's caked with product, absolutely caked. It's really wet. And the bristles are quite close together. I liked it to start with. I think it's too wet. I think that's where I'm at with it at the moment. Maybe give it another couple of months to dry up a little bit and it will work really nicely. How I've been tending to use it is sort of going back to my regular mascara, which I'm happy with, and then just using this one at the end. If occasionally I get a bit too much clump, then I will just use this, because this wand is really actually quite a nice wand, but it's not enough on its own. It says daytime, but I still want a little bit more than this gives for my daytime look. But it's really nice just if you get a bit clumpy and you just want to sort of spread everything out a little bit and clean up your lashes. So it's okay. It's not up there with my best mascaras whatsoever, so I won't necessarily rush out to repurchase it, but I will use it while I have it because I can make use of it. Okay, so that's that. Then I would probably go with a La Roche-Posay eye cream I purchased. Again, it's a nice product, really nice. It has one of those like metal tips to it, so it's nice for splodging on your under eye area and then rubbing it outwards on your eye bone that you can feel underneath. So it's sort of, obviously it's gonna, you know, push away some of the puffiness under your eye, and it's really cool. It's, as in cool temperature, nice. It's a nice eye cream, not the best in the world. Can't say it's any better than what I've already got in my collection of eye creams, but I'm enjoying it, and I think it's nice because you've got that two uses, as in I use a jade roller, so you know, I smooth out my under eye area if they're looking a bit puffy. I can use that on the rest of my face. Obviously this I can only do under my eye. So it's nice in that respect. It might be nice for traveling actually, to if you're going away and you've flown and you've landed and your eyes are feeling a little bit, you know, you've got this to sort of help the drainage under your eye. So it's nice. That's all we're saying. Okay, so I've got to fess up with this product. I bought it solely because Caroline Hirons recommended it. I don't know what it's supposed to do in general to my skin other than what it just does to my skin. And it's the Sequelane, I don't know how you say that word there, in purple, from Indeed. I will obviously list all the products that I've mentioned today in the description bar, so it'll be down there. It's a facial oil, and it's a very watery facial oil. Can you see it there in the bottle? It's obviously dropper style, as you can see, and it just squirts out quite liquidy. It's supposed to, I think, just calm your skin down if it's having a bit of a moment, and that's kind of what drew me to it, because I do use other facial oils and products, and I'm trying out new things, especially in an evening, in that routine, and sometimes I break out from it. You know, you're sleeping in it, you're mushing it into your silk pillowcase, and then occasionally you'll wake up with a big splodge of red on your face. And I kind of put that down to maybe facial oils, because it was a relatively new thing that I've added to my routine, and I don't usually suffer in that way. So anyway, as she said, this was very light wearing and quite corrective in its usage. I started to use it. I think I'm still a little bit okay with oils. This is a lighter oil, so it sort of does work. Can't say that any of the red big spots have disappeared. I do still occasionally get them, but that could be my age, could be hormones, could be anything. But I just like this facial oil better than my other ones because of its lightness. And it's supposed to be a bit of a calming, relaxing, help the skin out if it's having a moment. And you can wear it in the morning, you can put it on at night. I tend to do it at night. I've only used it once or twice in the morning on the weekend, but makeup sits really nicely over it as well. So really, really like this. So thank you, Caroline. I will continue to use it and potentially repurchase, but I think it's going to last me quite a while. Now, this is probably my top fave purchase for February, so I've got to mention it. And it's again this boutique range in Sainsbury's. Wow, sometimes you just stumble on a gem that, you know, you would pay big bucks for, and this one would be it. And it's a strobing stick in French Rose. And basically, it's a blusher. And it's pink. Did I say French Rose? Yeah, no, that's right. I thought it was called French Pink or something then for a moment. It might look a little bit scary. The colour is pink. But when I put it on my little cheeks here and then blend it up, it just wakens up my face. I'm not wearing it today because I've got more of a sort of a browny, peachy, terracotta thing going on, not so much pink. But I reach for it most days. It is so easy to blend. you can see that it's got that kind of little bit of a shimmer running through it, so it just sits so nicely here on your cheeks, and you just blend it up where you want to put your blusher and all that. And you know, I do go in with highlight, because why not? But I potentially wouldn't need to, and if you're somebody that doesn't like to use highlighter but you still want a bit of a glow, this is perfect. I need to explore the range a little bit more and see if there's another colour, maybe a slightly more berry shade. That would be nice. I've got so many sort of peaches and things like that, I can keep away from those now. But if there was a sort of a deeper shade of berry, that would look really, really nice. But I can't fault this. There's the shimmer on the back of my hand, but it doesn't look like you've got a glitter ball on your face. It just looks like you've got fresh sort of rosy cheeks, that you've been for a long walk and you're healthy. Anyway, that's the end of that, guys. Thanks if you're still here. Yeah, click that subscribe button before you disappear. That would be really, really good. Like I said before, all the products will be listed below in the description bar. I think the sun is trying to shine. I hope this video hasn't been too dark all the way through it, because it's been minging out there, but it's trying to brighten up, which is good because I've got to pop out. So thank you so much. And like I say, the next video, which potentially will be in about a week's time, is going to be the review of my foundation, which I've put down on the floor now, so I can't show you, but it's the CYO foundation. So have a watch of that next week as well. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.